everyone watching on YouTube, and welcome back to more Tales of Arise. We're gonna load back up the game. I think we're in that, yeah, we're in this water cave.
Here. Be on your guard.
Yeah, the limestone caverns. We have a fast travel point here now. So, I honestly, I don't know, though. I don't know, though. I kind of want to go to this fishing spot. I don't know how strong this unique enemy is gonna be. I kind of just want to go straight to the Forbidden Zone. We definitely need to recover all of our CP first, so let's go here and cook.
Alphen, do you understand what's on the line here?
What?
The fish, Alphen. With all these Zoogles around, nobody can give them a good home. Namely, my stomach.
Shion, we can't rush this. If there's a big-time Zoogle waiting for us, we've got to be prepared.
You've got a point.
We can't let some dumb Zoogle beat us. Not with these fish at stake.
I'm pretty sure we're all in it to win it here.
I love these characters. They're so good. So good. Let's rest and cook. We're gonna go into... I think I'm gonna go straight to the Forbidden Zone. I want to go straight to the Forbidden Zone. Let's make a Mabo curry bun. We have plenty of stuff for it, and it'll give us a large attack up. Don't mind if I do. Do it, Dohalim.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
It's a shame that Royal's third semester didn't impress you too much. Did I say that in my original playthrough of Persona 5? I liked the Royal's third semester. It was good. I thought it, you know, it wasn't perfect. It had some problems, but I really enjoyed it. I love Persona 5 The Royal. It's my third favorite game of all time. Did I say something contrary to that in my original playthrough? Let's do... I do think that, like, the whole shooting Yaldabaoth in the face thing was definitely a better ending to Persona 5 than the stuff with Maruki. But the third semester of Persona 5 The Royal was still good. How do you feel about the SAO DLC coming out tomorrow? I don't care. I don't care about Sword Art Online. I kind of dislike the idea that if a game like this is going to get DLC, that it's going to be like crossovers with like anime and stuff. I'd rather it just get its own either DLC involving the past Tales of games, or like DLC that is just like fully on its own content, not pulling from something like Sword Art Online. But also I don't like Sword Art Online, so I'm probably biased in that. Let's chat with Rinwell.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Rinwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's because I was still hiding a lot from you guys. Am I really all that different aside from that?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alphen.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good nor bad by itself. It all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy. I don't see why he would be.
Are you saying you'd rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh. Though, actually, it felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why. Woo!
Hoot hoot. An honest mage. Forge a strong bond with Rinwell, helping her come to terms with her lineage and feelings. Oh, am I like... Was that like the last Campfire thing with Rinwell? That would honestly make sense because I mean, we've done quite a few Campfire things and we're coming, what I assume is sort of near to the end of the game. I'm not sure how much of the game we have left, but I mean, like, we're definitely past the halfway point at minimum. So that might be a trophy saying like, hey, you're done with Rinwell's stuff.
Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything.
I guess we'll see if we ever have another Campfire conversation come up with her or not. Aquarius Dang Nation Master Art. You gotta, that's gotta be it then. That's gotta be the last one then if you got an art from it. What is that art? What is a master art? Is it like... It's a mystic art! That's... I understand. I understand. That's how you get the tier 2 mystic arts. You have to finish all of the Campfire conversations to get it. Or at least I assume we finished all the Campfire conversations. Now we're talking, finally. All right. We need to prioritize Campfire conversations with Law and Kisara and probably also Shion because they all go into Overlimit a lot more than Rinwell and Dohalim. But I mean, also at the same time, we already got Rinwell's, so whatever. Oh, I can't wait to see this. I don't know if her AI will ever properly proc Aquarius Darnation, but I can hope that it will. If not, I will go out of my way at some point to like see this mystic art. I want to see all the tier 2s in this playthrough. I'll make it happen myself if I have to.
I want to go back to bed.
All right, cool. How are you supposed to guess that without pure luck? Guess what? You unlock the tier 2 mystic arts by doing the Campfire conversations? I mean, like, you should be doing the Campfire conversations anyway, and you don't need the tier 2 mystic arts to, like, finish the game. I assume. So, you know, game doesn't really need to... I feel like that's just something most players will come across naturally, unless they're completely ignoring it.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
All right, Shion, we got to get back to the end of this area. I don't think there's not a fast travel point any deeper in than this. So we're going to have to try and avoid a lot of enemies. All right. Forbidden Zone, we're coming back. Wait, am I good on items? Am I good on items? We good on items? Rinwell's just needs a 5+ combo for her level 2. No art quota necessary based on her text. Oh, did it really? I'll look at that in a second. Gold gels, pineapple gels, orange gels, lemon gels, heavy treats. Oh, we're super good. I loaded up last time. Cool. Only 8 life bottles? That's probably fine. We have elixirs if things get very bad. Was it really different from how Alphen's is worded? Blazing Pillar. To execute an overlimit, hold 2 of the following buttons with a 5+ combo performed using separate arts. No, it still says the same thing. In overlimit, hold 2 of the following buttons with a 5+ combo performed using separate arts. It's still the exact same. Hi, I don't want to mess with you guys if I don't have to. I just want to get back into the zone. I've been waiting like 3 days to see what happens here. I must know. Guys, how did you react to the Smash reveal for the final character? I'll just say it. I mean, it's been going for a while. We don't have to, like, dance around. I think people were calling it by name in chat earlier. Anyways, it's Sora. Sora made it into Smash, as he rightfully deserved to. I don't really play Smash Ultimate anymore. Am I gonna be able to get past you guys? Oh, let's go. No, I was so close!
Discourteous.
I almost made it.
Sorry.
I don't want to fight you guys. I want to go. I have places to be. I'm running triple mage right now, apparently. Very spooky. Later, losers. But anyways, I don't really play Smash Ultimate anymore, but Sora definitely deserved it. I'm really happy that Sora got in 100% just because there were so... Every time I saw people talking about Sora on Twitter, which wasn't super often, but like, people would get Sora trending and stuff and be like, we want Sora in the game, and I would see a lot of people being like, Sora will never get in, Disney won't allow it, shut up, it's not gonna happen, etc. Basically, people just being really rude about it. And I was like, man, I hope Sora gets in just so that all of those people who were like, Disney won't ever let it happen can eat their frigging words. And it happened. So I'm pretty pleased about that, even though I have no plans to buy the DLC or play Smash Ultimate again myself. But yeah, I'm really glad it wasn't something stupid. Like, it's no secret that I really... Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting a cutscene. I was gonna walk around the portal for a bit.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna finish talking about Smash real quick, then we'll get in there. But it's no secret that I really hated like when they put Minecraft Steve in the game because it just looks stupid and is very, very dumb. And I know a lot of people are saying like the Fortnite character could get in or something, and I was like, man, that's gonna be just as stupid. Not just as stupid. Minecraft Steve is really the stupidest thing Smash has ever done, and I hate it. But like, if Fortnite had gotten in, I would have been like, this sucks. Like, that's so lame. I'm glad I don't like the game anymore. But Sora got in, which was way more understandable and really cool. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Smash, since I'm not really a Smash guy. But yeah, the only way is forward. Let's get it.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Here we go, chat. Time to get some answers. Oh, hello. I was expecting to be put right into a cutscene. The Forbidden Zone research area. Is this where Alphen was researched on like 300 years ago? I almost said 3,000.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Let's get snooping. I'm really curious about the Tales of games. Which game would you recommend for someone who's never played a single one? This one. This game, when the developers were talking about this game before it released, they said that they wanted it to be an entry that new people could get into to get into the Tales of franchise, and I think they did very well on that. You can easily jump into this game having played none of the others. Most of the Tales of games you can jump into without having played any of the others, and then as you play more, you start to see, like, the references and the same links that they all have together. I would definitely, as of right now, I would recommend this game to a newcomer. Other games I would recommend, I believe Tales of Zestiria, which is only on PS3, so that's a little hard to do. Then Tales of the Abyss, which is on PS2 and 3DS, so, you know, a little more doable than Tales of Zestiria is. I hope Tales of Zestiria gets a good port someday. And then Tales of Berseria, which is really accessible because I believe it is on PC as well as PS4, is the most recent entry into the Tales of franchise aside from this game. So I would recommend any of those to be the first one to go with. I'd say start with the first one, though. I've never played the first Tales of. I know, Wolfen, you really like Tales of Fantasia, but don't the first 4 Tales of games play really differently than the rest? Also, Tales of Fantasia came out in, like, 1993 or something. So I personally wouldn't recommend going back to, like, the first in the series. That feels like something you should do after you've played more modern games. If you're trying to get new into a series. Obviously, that's different for, like, Kingdom Hearts. You should start with the first one because it's a continuous story throughout all the games. But for games like Tales of, where most of the stories are not actually related to the previous games, I think you should start with more recent titles. So that would be my suggestion. Let's have the skip.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, sovereigns and forbidden zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Would you recommend Zestiria or Berseria first for lore reasons? I would recommend Berseria and then just not playing Zestiria, unless you've played a bunch of other Tales of games and then you want to play it just for the gameplay. Zestiria is not a very good game. I definitely wouldn't recommend Zestiria being like your first game ever because it might turn you off to the series as a whole. The gameplay in Zestiria is really good, and the music is really good, but the characters and the storyline are whack, for lack of a better word. So I would never point someone towards Zestiria first. Because personally, if I played Zestiria first, I'd probably be like, do I really want to play any other Tales of games? This one seems kind of lame. But, I mean, so I will always point people to Berseria first, because even though they take place in the same universe, there's really no reason to play one before the other. An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this. Oh, that's a nice thought.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahna astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name,
Volron.
Volron.
Knew it.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
Oh, it's time to start studying, chat. I know who's behind it.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Lore dumps. I love lore dumps. There's only one thing that makes any sense. The man who found and freed the Sovereign from 3 centuries ago. It's Doc. Doc is behind this. Who haven't we seen since the start of the game? Because he's lying in the background, his machinations undetected? Doc. I'm calling it now, chat. Doc is the one behind all this. And the one behind Doc, the one who put Doc up to it in the first place? Nanako from Persona 4. Called it.